What if I told you that you could get real, meaningful social media growth by spending just 1 hour a week on it? Sounds kind of crazy, right? Well, that's the whole promise behind the Quocia 3x3 hero system, and we're about to break down exactly how it works. But first, let me ask you something, and be honest. Are you just tired of the social media hamster wheel? You know that feeling, right? Where you're constantly running, posting, creating, but you feel like you're not actually getting anywhere? Yeah, it's the same old story for so many people. You're pouring all this energy into creating content day in and day out, but the results, they just don't match the effort. And that feeling, that high effort, low reward cycle, that leads to burnout. And for busy professionals, that burnout is very, very real. And that's exactly what we call the social media hamster wheel. It's this trap that so many professionals fall into. Financial advisors, realtors, entrepreneurs. You need to be on social media, but man, it just feels like this overwhelming, thankless chore. Okay, but what if you could just step off the wheel? What if there was a clear path forward? That is exactly the promise we're digging into today. A framework that uses AI to make your growth predictable, all while giving you back your most valuable asset, your time. So what is this thing, really? Well, think of it as a proven 30-day game plan. It's designed to put AI to work for you, turning social media from something you dread into something that's not only efficient, but, dare I say it, actually enjoyable. And here it is. This is the promise that makes everyone stop and listen. The entire system is built so you only have to work on it for 1 hour a week. That's it. This isn't about grinding harder. It's about finally working smarter by letting technology do the heavy lifting. So you might be wondering, what's with the 3x3 in the name? It's not just a catchy name. It's literally the blueprint. You've got 3 pillars of growth: define, publish, and optimize. You do this over 3 weeks of focused action, and all of that leads to 3 core outcomes. You save time, you increase engagement, and you actually generate leads. See? It's a formula. All right, so how does this actually look in the real world, week by week? Let's pull back the curtain on the 30-day roadmap that's designed to get you off that hamster wheel for good. The whole thing boils down to a super simple, repeatable 4-week cycle. Week 1, you define your strategy and train your AI. Week 2, you publish and see what happens. Week 3, you use that data to optimize and expand. And week 4, you review your progress and get ready to do it all over again, but smarter. Let's zoom in on each week. Week 1 is absolutely foundational. I love this analogy. You are the captain of the ship. The AI, it's your incredibly powerful co-pilot, but it needs your direction. So this week is all about training it with your brand voice, your expertise, and your goals. You're setting the destination, making sure everything it creates actually sounds like you, not some generic robot. Then we hit week 2, and this is go time. This is the action phase. You start publishing consistently, but you're not just throwing content into the void. Your most important job this week is to simply observe. What are people reacting to? What posts are actually resonating? This is where the real-world data starts rolling in. And all that juicy data from week 2, that becomes your fuel for week 3. This is where the magic happens. You optimize. You take what you've learned and you intelligently refine your strategy. Maybe you tweak the tone a little bit, or you double down on a topic that went viral. You might even feel confident enough to expand to a new platform, because now you have a winning formula. And finally, week 4 is all about reflection. You take a step back, you analyze your progress, you fine-tune your goals, and you get everything ready for the next 30-day cycle. This last step is so critical, because it's what ensures that every single month you get a little bit smarter and a whole lot more effective. Now, this all sounds great in theory, but the big question is, does it actually work? Well, let's look at some real results from real professionals who went from feeling completely overwhelmed to basically unstoppable. Okay, check this out. We had a financial advisor in Malaysia who was really struggling to be consistent. After just 30 days using this system, he saw his profile views jump by 35%. But more importantly, he got 5 direct inquiries for consultations. We're talking real business results. Or how about this one? A realtor over in Singapore actually closed a deal, and the whole thing started from one single social media post that the AI helped generate. I mean, that's a straight line from a strategic piece of content directly to revenue in the bank. And it's not just for solo professionals either. Get this. An MLM leader used the system to create consistent, motivating content for his team
in both Bahasa and Mandarin. The result? His team's overall activity shot up by 15%. That just shows you the power of using this to communicate at scale.
So, what's the common thread in all these stories? It's a fundamental shift in your role. The whole point of this system is to get you to stop being a content factory and start being the strategist. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. Look at the difference. Before, you were a content factory, stuck in that exhausting grind of manual creation. Afterwards, you become a strategic owner. You're providing impactful oversight, you're guiding an AI-assisted strategy, and you're achieving predictable growth. You're in control, not buried in the work. And that brings us right back to this core idea. The AI is an amazing tool. It's a powerful co-pilot that can execute your vision flawlessly. But you are the captain. Your strategy, your insights, your unique voice. That's what guides the ship. And that is absolutely irreplaceable. So I'll just leave you with this one final question to think about. If you could actually get back all those hours you're currently sinking into that social media hamster wheel, what could you achieve? What more could you do for your clients, for your business, or, hey, even just for yourself? It's a pretty powerful thought, isn't it?